Hi guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today is finally my planner lineup video for 2022. If you're interested in seeing which planners I'm using for next year and hear all about it, keep watching. Please excuse the background, but I just moved into my fiance's house, so we're trying to get everything organized. Okay, before we get into the video, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives, and if you're watching my videos, you probably are someone who is creative or interested in learning how to be more creative in many different ways. So with Skillshare, you can take all sorts of different online classes. They're from beginners to advanced in all sorts of different subjects like drawing, like lettering, like even planner classes and social media stuff and like even mental health classes and photography, all of this kind of stuff. There's so many different options for you. And it's been really, really fun for me to kind of just learn new things and find things I'm interested in that I might not have known about before. Each class on Skillshare is broken out into lessons. So it's not like you have to take the whole class at once. I know everyone's busy. So what I like to do is just go on, take a lesson or two, and then come back and finish later. So it's just really easy for busy people. You know, you don't have to do everything at once. So you guys know that I am building a studio in the basement here. And I started taking a class. It's called Make Your Creative Space a Simple, Inspiring Guide, and the instructor's name is Mimi Chow, and she's amazing. She's giving me tips on lighting, on seating, on organizing the whole thing, because I'm really starting to plan out where everything's going to go and how it's going to look to me. So I've really been enjoying that class. The first 1,000 people to click the link in my video description will receive a free 1-month trial to Skillshare Premium. So if there's something that you've really been interested in learning how to get better at, or if you just want to explore and find new ways to be creative, Skillshare might be for you, so you can go and check it out. A big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And now let's get to my 2022 planners, shall we? Okay, so I added an extra planner this year, actually 2 extra planners. So last year I was only using 3 planners. I was using a big for my catch-all. I was using still using because it's still December. I was using a classic vertical for my journal and a classic dashboard with a monthly layout combined in there for my work planner. So I'm going to make a couple of changes, nothing drastic with the 3 planners that I am already using, but I'm changing things up a little bit. So let me move these aside. I'm going to go one by one, but first let's talk about my Big Happy Planner, which is my main planner that I use pretty much for everything. So this is the one I've been using this year. It's been working well for me. I've been using a big vertical, honestly, since I started this planning hobby 4 years ago. I've been using a big vertical for my catch-all. Now, honestly, I wish that Happy Planner would come out with a size between the classic and the big, because that's the exact size I need. The big is a little too big for me at this point because I'm using other planners too. The classic is a little too small for me because I can't decorate the way I want and still be functional in it. So I am kind of like, between the two. But I always go for the big because the big, like I said, allows me to decorate like crazy in my planner. I can put down huge stickers and still have plenty of room for me. So last year I combined the plant planner with the cute dividers that look like this, but I combined it with pages from this planner, which were really neutral. This year I'm going to be using this planner. I will link all the planners I'll be using down below if you're interested. So this is the Marabou Design Big Happy Planner. It's really, really cute. I love the dividers. It's fun. It just feels kind of cheery, which is the kind of planner that I tend to go toward. Also, the pages are super neutral, but most of the pages in the new planners are. I just really love that so much. This is the first year that I really have what I want. Now, if they took away this and took away that, I'd have exactly what I want. But I'm not going to be picky because this is great for me. Also, I kind of like the middle having a little bit of something, you know. So the dividers look like this. They're so pretty. And I don't think I'm going to be changing much up about this planner. I'm not going to be like doing Franken planning in this one or anything. I'm pretty much just going to keep using the big vertical as I've been using it because it's been like super functional for me and it's fine. And like the dividers are really pretty, so I don't really have a need to branch out from this one. That being said, I do get bored very easily with design, so I can't promise that in July I'm not going to switch planners because I might. But because that's how I am. I love like switching things up in my planner. It's fun for me. So let's talk about my work planner. So this is what I'm currently using. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be using some of the snap-in covers as well. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do as far as that goes, but I really love this cover. It's like my favorite ever. And I have another one I'm thinking about getting. So I also have another minimalist soft cover one that I love. So I might use some of those. I do like using the deluxe covers. Anyway, so I've been combining the dashboard layout with the monthly layout, and that's been working phenomenal for me in my work life. So I'll show you what I mean. This is August. Isn't that lovely? So this is how I use the dashboard layout. And then I'm not going to show you the monthly page because it does have my income on it, but basically on the monthly page, and I'll show you one in a minute, I track like my income, my sponsorships, everything like that. And then after the monthly page, I put in all of these pages with the little, and they come in the monthly layout planner as well with all the little bullet points. And I use these to track what links I need to put in for the products in my videos. So I write them all in here and that way they're all together. And then I have a couple of sheets, one, maybe 2 sheets of filler paper after this. So that's been working really well for me so far this year. So I think I'm going to continue like this type of thing. So let me show you what I have. Okay, so here's what I have for 2022. I have these 2 planners. These are going to be combined together. So this one is the dashboard layout. Okay, so that's what I've been using for the weekly. And then here we have the monthly layout. And it looks like this. So previously there was a lot of like black here and it was heavy. This is really, really nice. I'm really pleased with this. So basically what I do here is I usually track like sponsorships over here. I have income over here, expenses, priorities for the month, that kind of thing. So basically it's a monthly overview, but it's kind of heavy on like the income part of it. So that's been really helpful. And then here I have these pages again. I'm going to be using those. There's going to be a setup video in a week or 2. I know that I'm later than most people on the lineup and the setup videos. I recognize that. Every year I'm like that. Bumble has joined the chat. She was barking and barking. I cannot wait till the basement's done and I will have a dedicated space where this dog will not be allowed. Actually, she will be allowed sometimes because I know you guys want to see her. But it's hard to film with this dog, as we've talked about before. Okay, so what am I trying to say? Oh, so as I was saying, I know I'm later than most people when it comes to like planner lineup and planner setup videos. I don't know why that is, but every year I tend to be later. And that's just the way it is. So my setup video will be coming before the new year, but probably not much before the new year. That's always the hardest video to film of the year. It takes a lot of work to set up my planners and a lot of thought and all of that. But I'm going to be filming that probably next week. So since I'm combining these 2 planners, I then have to make a decision of like dividers and that type of thing. So I think I'm going to be using this one for the dividers and then combine it with the inside pages of this one. And you'll see in my setup video how that all works. The reason I think this is so cute, but the reason I'm not using the butterflies, ready, is because I'm using the daily planner for this year. So I went back and forth about this because I didn't think I needed a big daily planner, and the Happy Planner sent this to me for free. and I really, really appreciate that I got this. I was going to try to exchange it for a classic size because I just don't think I need the big size. But then I was looking at it and I thought, well, I mean, why not just use it? Why not just use it? It's going to give me lots of space. I'll never run out of space. I can jot down little notes here and there, you know, for whatever I need. This can be, you know, my daily stuff combined with, like, I could even do hourly here. There's definitely more room to work with, and for jotting down other notes, which I always have a scrap paper around. If I jot down like my, you know, little notes in here, then maybe it's all kept in one place, so I'm not searching for notes. I don't know about you, but I tend to still, even as a planner, I still jot down notes on like paper at my desk. It's just how I work, but I'm going to try to just contain it in here. So I think that the big will work for me. This one's really cute. I do like the Papillon sticker book, and I like this too. I think that these are really pretty, and the colors are really soft. Now, that being said, I will be covering up the butterfly a lot of the time because I get bored with the same thing, as I've said before. And I don't really want butterflies on every single page. It just kind of gets annoying to me after a while. I don't decorate my daily every day, but sometimes I will decorate a bunch in advance just to have them. But this is like cute enough. Like I could place like a cute little sticker over these or something, maybe a couple stickers, but this is cute enough in the colors and the design that I really don't need to decorate it. Like I said, sometimes I like to do it for fun, and I will have videos on that still, but it's not something that I typically do every day. Okay, so I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to try to stick to a daily planner every day. It really has been working for me this year. I kind of fell off of it, but as you know, with everything going on in my life, well, if you're new to my channel, my son passed away in late September, so I took a lot of time off after that. And then I've been moving too, and we're also finishing the basement here. So there's just so much going on that I kind of fell off the daily planning. I did take a lot of time off work in general, but I want to get back into it for 2022. So that's what I'm planning to do. All right. Okay, next up, my journal. So I've been using this classic vertical journal for this year, and it's working out so well for me. So basically, I just journal like crazy and just write whatever comes to my mind. And it's just so much fun and so relaxing. So I'm going to use another classic vertical for this year. And so I went back and forth over which one to use, but I think I'm going to be using the dividers from this. And this is actually a monthly planner. Let me show you what this one looks like. So remember how I said there was like heavy black on some of the monthly pages? This is what mine from this year looks like. So I like the other one better. So that's why I'm not using this for the monthly pages, but the dividers in this are so cute. This is an 18-month planner that started in July, but like, look at these dividers. They're seasonal and cute. And so I'm definitely going to be using these in 2022. However, I'm not using the monthly for my my journals. So since I'm not using the monthly for my journal, I'm going to insert pages from this vertical layout 2022 planner. This is the dog one. It's super cute. And I could use some of these dividers, but I like these better. But it's just like, it looks like this, and it's super like basic, only thin lines, no decoration on the page. So I love this so much. I also love how thin the numbers are up there. So I'm gonna like do a little Franken planning with this. So that is gonna be my journal. I am starting a new planner this year. I'm gonna be using a wellness planner, and I've tried to do this before in various formats and I could never stick to it. But with the way things are going in my life and the way I'm feeling, and with everything going on as far as I've got some chronic pain and some health concerns, I want to put everything in a wellness planner. So let me show you what I'm going to be using. So this is the new wellness planner, but I'm not going to be using the weekly pages from this. I am going to be using the dividers because like these feel really good to me, very soothing, you know, I just love them. So I'm going to be using these dividers, and then I'm going to be putting in pages from another planner. This is the color block layout. So I'm going to use color block layout for my wellness planner. And the reason is I'm going to split these blocks up, and I'm not the first one to think of this, but I'm going to split these up into 6 different sections of wellness. And I don't know the exact sections yet or what it's going to look like, and I still have to work that out. But I'm thinking I definitely want like a move section. Did I move my body today? I want a symptom section. For symptom tracking. I need something about food. I need something about like social, like just different categories that are going to help me with my self-care and help me with my mental wellness and all of that. I think it's super important, especially right now in my life. And so I'm adding this in. When I have the setup video, I'm going to talk all about this. I could even do a separate one for this, but we're going to dive in together and I'm going to explain everything I'm doing with this. Now, I'm not really a fan of these gray blocks, but I think I like it better than having color on the page. I can work with this. So stay tuned for that. You will see how I transform this planner into what I need. Like I said, I think I'm going to use these. There's nothing wrong with these pages in the wellness planner. I actually really like them. I like this format. However, there's not enough sections for me. I would have to divide this bottom part and probably this one and then like cover these. And I figured it's better to have more of a blank slate for me than to have to cover things up. I actually almost used the new meal planning layout too for wellness. I really considered that, but I changed my mind because of that too. There would be a lot of covering up involved and not enough sections. So that's what I'm doing for wellness. I mean, I think it's going to be really, really good to add in another planner. I also considered doing my journaling in my wellness planner, but I decided that I really enjoyed the journaling so much in the other planner that I'm going to stick with that. Now, that being said, it's a lot of planners for me. I went down to 3 last year and it was still hard for me to keep up sometimes. So I will say, like, I don't know how this is going to work for me, adding in 2 extra planners, the daily and the wellness, but I'm going to give it a shot. Sometimes my wellness planner might look pretty bare and just like jot down the minimum that I need to jot down for the day. Other times it might be a little more filled out, and same thing with my journal. So I'm going to play around with it and see what happens. If it's too much for me, I'm going to drop one of them. Okay, so that is everything. I know that's a lot of planners and a lot of, combining of planners. The setup video is going to be interesting because of all these planners that I have to combine. It's a lot, but I think it's going to be really good. I'm excited about it. So stay tuned for that setup video coming soon. And I hope that you guys found this interesting or helpful or whatever. And I guess that's all I've got for you today. Take care and have a good one. Bye.